Social media dictates a lot of people's decisions nowadays, from the clothes that we wear, to how we spend our time, even to the food that we eat. But often, this influence is subconscious. So I'm gonna take it to the extreme by actively allowing social media to decide what I eat for a day. I'm gonna get straight to the scrolling on Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, representing breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the day, and the first food that I see on each of those platforms must be eaten as that meal of the day. So without further ado, let's get our first meal.
Well, hold on, buddy, we gotta know what we're eating first.
Let's get a bit of breakfast, shall we? No doom scrolling, this is with a purpose. One thing that you'll notice, I'm a little bit of a sports fan, just a tiny bit, particularly basketball. Let me switch to the actual Reels tab. That is extremely aesthetic. Leave a like on that one. Give me something to eat. Okay. Fish and chips it is, let's go. Okay, so we're approaching the first destination and I got a special guest with me for this one.
Hello there.
Tell me what.
That's it,
Let's go. Hello, how you guys? Eating.
I immediately asked bro if he had any clue what we were doing, to which he replied,
No clue.
Essentially, I have gone to our good friend's social media
Yes.
and scrolled,
Yes.
and the first thing that I saw on my For You page, or this first meal was Instagram, I have to eat for the whole day.
Okay.
So our good friend Instagram, as I was scrolling, I saw it was a massive fish and chips. We're meeting at a middle point, and I'm gonna have a fish and chips for my first meal.
Cool.
Later on,
first meal.
for my first meal.
Okay.
We'll let other social media decide for the rest. But this is what Instagram's told us to eat to start with.
perfect, so now you guys know the concept. Tomiwa was caught up on the concept, so it was time to order the food. I went for the fish and chips and Tomiwa decided to just order a humble portion of chips. From this moment onwards, the challenge was on. So here are our tasks for the day. No food except social media suggestions. All meals must be below £20 and we must give the meals an accuracy rating out of 5. Finally, rankings at the end.
There you go, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our meals were placed on the other person's side, so we had to do a quick switcheroony.
Ready to tuck in?
I'm ready.
And I was sure ready too. Let's get stuck in.
Add some salt.
See, I'm gonna do a pre-salt test and then I'm gonna add salt based on that.
Tomiwa decided to employ my methodology, so with that, we both took our primary bites and became acquainted with the flavor.
Doesn't really need it to me. I don't think it needs salt.
I personally did think it could do with some salt, so I added some on mine.
These are the gimmicks that I indulge in, bro.
That's not gimmicks.
You don't think so?
No.
I think it's gimmicks to put,
Let me get some lemon and chips though, please.
yeah, go on, mate. There you go, mate. Let me know when.
Go on, so have a look. Thank you.
A bit of salt, please.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, fella. Oh, all right.
He's reviewing it. Go on, so have a look.
Let me try a spot of this tartar sauce. Do you like tartar sauce?
What is tartar sauce?
I think it's like a bunch of like, it's a bunch of like blended like.
So a bunch
it's
of
like
drama.
Mayo, a bunch of drama. I think it's like mayo, herbs, bunch of, yeah. I thought you said they were well sorted.
I said I think that I wouldn't need it.
Oh.
But because it's getting a bit cooler, because usually the heat adds too much, but when it's a bit too hot, it makes it hard
There's
to
a science to it. You need like the middle ground. How often do you say you have fish and chips?
Oh,
Hey.
maybe around once a month, twice a month. Depends on the day, really.
Do you find that your parents, out of all the British food, take a liking to fish and chips? Do you personally find that? I'm curious.
I'd say more so like fried chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
My parents take a major liking to fish and chips.
Really? I think
I think it's their
nowadays,
favorite British cuisine.
Nowadays they're starting to get more into it. But as I was growing up, fish and chips was a good. However, when I was younger, I was banging out these types of chips with my dad and my sister.
That's what I'm saying.
That is true, actually. Maybe it's a Gusian secret, who knows? It's the same recipe.
It's a variant of when they have their fish and their vegetable and their plantain and their yam.
Yeah.
And it's a variant of that, I guess. They like familiarity.
Yeah.
So how are we paying?
What do you mean?
Like how are we gonna, obviously, I don't know if you have your card now.
Oh, yeah. On me.
We both took our last bites and before you know it, the meals were completed and deleted. With my meal being £15.50 and Tomiwa's meal being £3, we were under the £20 bracket.
So bro, now that we're done with our meal, based on the reference picture, what would you say the accuracy of the meal is to the picture that we are using?
Is it out of 10, out of 5?
Out of 5, out of 5.
Out of 5, I would say similarity of, I'll give it a 2. I feel like it's a smaller portion.
Okay.
I believe the accuracy of the fish isn't quite there, but from the look, I would say it doesn't look too similar. Even the way the fish was sitting on their side.
We
It was
could have
on the
manipulated
bench.
that to put it on top, but yeah, I would have to agree. I would say that the paper being the same color is quite good. It's accurate-ish, but I agree with you, it's not very accurate.
Yeah.
So we move on to lunch.
All right, for lunch, let's go to our old friend TikTok and see what they have to offer. I've had to choose one of my other accounts because I have various accounts on TikTok. So because my main account doesn't have a food and this. Let's get to the scrolling. Okay, it looks like we're going to branch. Actually, it looks like we're not. Yeah, about that. Before all of that, let me get on to how this guy's pronouncing it. There's actually an E at the end, and that E has an accent. Doesn't just abruptly end over H like we're dealing with trees here, mate. I believe it should be pronounced branch here, not also this branch. But anyway, long story short, if you didn't catch the drift, we were too late and they'd shut. So yeah, we found an alternative. Apologies, guys.
So some time has passed and it's time for lunch. I managed to find an all-day breakfast and we're gonna head there. I'm gonna go for the breakfast. Let's see. You're right. You're right. Is your breakfast all day? Okay, cool. Can we take a seat?
Yeah, but you know what things are like.
Eesh. I'm thinking the full English, but no mushrooms, no tin tomatoes. I'm not a fan. I'll probably replace the chips with hash browns. Drinks wise, I won't be getting a milkshake. The food should do me, so let's get that ordered. Can I replace stuff?
You can go for reasonable. Let's say one
Because
item
I'm-
is a £1, you swipe for 150, that's fine.
So I'm not a big fan of mushrooms or tin tomatoes.
Okay, you go for it, I will be with you. Just you decide.
You make your own, mate.
Make my own?
You can build it up yourself, yeah.
Okay.
It says it on there somewhere.
Sure enough, it did say it on there somewhere. It also mentioned something about pancakes in an American breakfast, and I was interested, but
All that syrup.
I don't think he was.
No, I like the syrup. You don't like it?
Or is it grim?
I'm a big fan of it.
Ah,
Really?
yeah.
But you know Americans like it that way though.
Yeah, I know. Can't have it. Too sweet.
The gentleman told you you can go
Yeah,
for
mate.
beer to This is gonna be more expensive, like a 20.
That's what I was thinking. That's the thing.
But so you said to go reasonable swipe thing, I will
Yeah.
be with you.
What constitutes reasonable?
One or two items you can swipe, yeah, it's okay. That's
Okay,
what
good.
it's-
Okay,
yeah?
thank you.
No
Do
problem.
you do hash browns?
Yeah, we do hash brown. Yeah.
Okay. Can I do the full English breakfast, please?
Yeah, go full English. No chips hash brown, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, got that one.
And then
no mushroom, no
no
tomato.
mush.
And how you like your egg? Well done, normal?
Well done, please. I'm not a runny warrior.
Well
not
done, yeah?
running.
Shall I make it a scramble egg if you like?
Scrambled, please.
Yeah, it comes with to your coffee if you like.
Nah, I'm okay actually. I don't feel like
Frank can have it.
You want tea or coffee?
No fake.
Coffee. Do you want a tea or a coffee?
I'll get my teas anyway.
Oh, fair,
Yeah,
fair
he's,
enough.
The cabbies.
He's a regular.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we come here every night.
Oh, regular is there 15 years here.
Oh,
It'll be
wow.
full up in a minute.
You're the
About
second
half an
person.
hour.
You're the second person I've heard say how good the
Yeah,
food is.
yeah,
so.
we come here 6 days a week.
No, already. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
right.
Thank you.
That's how you like your bacon.
Come in.
I like the bacon not entirely incinerated, so not entirely crispy. But
Leave
not
it for me,
not
I understand.
you-
It's a medium to well, yeah? No, don't worry,
Perfect.
I got this one.
that's it. Now we wait, brother. So regarding accuracy, we're missing the pancakes, the fruit from the first picture, but it's decent enough. I'll give it a 3, maybe a 2.5 out of 5. Start with the sausage. Ooh. That's good, can't complain. It's actually banging. It tastes like the breakfast you get at like a really good hotel. When does it tend to get busy?
About 7, yeah, 7, half 7.
The whole shop's full.
You normally find people are where they want to be by then.
Yeah.
You know, if they're going home, they're going home.
I continued to talk to my friend over there about his experiences as a cab driver, and then we ended up talking about cost of living as normal, which led to me saying,
It's not cheap.
because boy, stuff ain't cheap. Anyway, I continued tucking into the meal and partook in even more conversation.
I'll probably have like milk before I sleep.
Is there a reason?
Yeah, just because to get some milk.
Cheers for that one, mate. Truly riveting and educational stuff. Moving on, sharing is caring, and before you know it, the meal was completed and deleted, being a total of £13.50, meaning that yet again we have successfully gone under the bracket of £20.
All right, so that's lunch done, and so far, most definitely my favorite meal of the day. We're gonna head for a quick gym session, and then after that, should be hungry enough to get our dinner down. So me and my good friend Tommy have now parted ways, but I'm over in Sainsbury's, so let's grab what we're having for dinner. I say we, it's me, you guys can't have any. Comment down below what you think it might be. Let's go.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't getting hungry for something other than what we've eaten. But the only other thing I'm allowed to eat is what I scrolled and saw on YouTube Shorts for dinner. So, yeah. We're back home and it's gym time. If I'm talking a bit quiet, it's because the rest of the family is sleeping, so we gotta be quiet. But it's looking like we have a pre-gym snack of straight air and water. That should do it. And that's the session done. Good session, difficult session, late night. Now, let's head back home for the final meal of the day. See what it is very shortly. Bro, I need to sleep. We got the old YouTube Shorts. Let's see what they have to offer. Okay, that's a staple. That's a staple chicken. Now, in order to get the accuracy points, I'm going to have to replicate the exact part of the chicken that is being cooked here. But that should be very, very easy. It's just chicken at the end of the day. It's a staple. We will have it continuously. But I'm only gonna be allowed those 2 chicken breasts though, because that's where it could get difficult. You guys know I do like a spot of food, and I'm here talking like it's an actual obstacle. If I don't just lock in, that's what our dinner is. Let's have the final meal of the day. And welcome to my kitchen. As you guys are aware, for dinner, we have chicken, but the caveat is I must cook it the exact same way that he cooks it. So let's have a look at the video.
Everybody overcooks chicken. That's exactly why chicken breasts get such a bad rap. 65 degrees Celsius for 3 minutes.
You heard the man? So we're not gonna over season it. We're gonna season it the exact same way that he does, with olive oil and I believe it's paprika. I don't know what seasoning he's using. So I'm gonna put it as paprika and we're gonna use that. So let's go. First things first, because I know some of you disgusting people don't do this. We're gonna wash our hands. Now regarding the chicken, I'm going to do it all in one pan. This may not be recommended, but I don't really feel like doing all that washing up and it's a bit late in the night. So I'm gonna find the best replica of a grill kind of pan. Hey! This pan feels like Thor's hammer itself. Disclaimer, I've never cooked with such a pan before. Some of you may be looking at me sideways saying it's easy. If the whole house sets into flames, we're still gonna eat the chicken regardless. So step 1, we're gonna preheat the pan. You want it on a good you want it on a good medium heat. So we're gonna oil the pan before we get our chicken on. Not too greedy with the oil, as the French say. Now, as I told you, I don't really want to pre-season, so we're gonna do all of our seasoning in this one pan. Let's get the chicken on. You know that feeling when you've got eggs and you get all that disgusting egg feeling on you? It kind of feels like that with this. So while that's on there, I'm gonna wash my hands pronto. If it doesn't taste nice, that is not a representation of my cooking skills. It's all Andy Cook's fault. So I just wanted to get that out there first. Gonna add the seasoning on top. The whole premise of this video was you don't need to over season. So I'm gonna follow him. Personally, would season more than this, but that's just me. He said we over season, so let me follow the big Andy's instructions. Peek under. It's only been like 2 seconds, so it's not really gonna show me much. If I'm honest, this doesn't look aesthetically pleasing at all, but if you know me, I'm a bit picky with my chicken. Now we're just doing the seasoning part of it. And I'm trying to be very light with it. The African in me wants to be a bit more heavy. That should be it for the seasoning. We leave the chicken to do its work now. Nice weather we're having, right? Now guys, if my chicken looks like it's overcooked or I've kind of done too much with it, I had a horror story once in my past. I bit into chicken and I was greeted with a gooey, disgusting, jellyfish type texture. And that has scarred my brain since then. Don't tell me to get over it. So if my chicken looks a bit overly charred, or it looks like it's a bit on the further than cooked side, leave me alone. That's how I like it, and that's how I make sure that this stomach of mine does not get destroyed by food. You guys know the tactic. So we've come to the realization that he's a chef. I didn't see any salt in the video, but there's no way he didn't use salt, and I can't fathom eating this without some element of salt. So let's include some salt. Still light with it, but it should do the job.
All right, so we've got the meal right here. The chicken is now cooked. For the beverage, I went for some milk because the challenge is for the food, it's not for the drinks. So let's have a taste test. Okay, it's cooked. Let's see what the flavor's saying. I'm not even overreacting. Why is it calm? I don't know why I expected it to not be. Okay, maybe I should listen to chefs. He was right. I didn't over-season it and it genuinely tastes pretty nice. Or maybe it's just because it was my special touch. This is decent. I still do feel like it needs, I don't know, maybe if I sliced it, put it in a sandwich, chopped it over some pasta, but it's a decent post-workout meal. Get the protein in, get the milk in. If you guys will permit me though, I might cheat a bit and have a bit of ketchup because I just feel like I need something sweet. Andy cooks. Lunch was a long time ago. I'm very hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and complete and delete this.
All up in my grill here. Excuse me, personal space, please.
Last bite here. Now for the drink. Brother, drink the milk. It's not gonna work. I won't be able to down it. I have to just take sips, bro. Guys, I was gonna down it, but my bro behind the camera's making me laugh. So I can't down it though. It's not gonna be safe for anyone in this vicinity. So I'm just gonna play it safe. Oi! This is so stupid, bro. And that's that. Dinner, Andy cooks, lovely suggestion. YouTube Shorts, lovely suggestion. We need to judge how accurate it is compared to the actual video. So this is how Andy's look like. To be fair, he was actually pretty dry, but I think I might have been more lenient with how dry I made mine. If I was to give it an accuracy rating out of 5 as we've been doing, I mean, it's chicken, so it can't be too far off. I didn't make mine as charred as his. I'll say 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, or 2.8, just to be weird. So to conclude my little experiment, which meal was the best? If I was to rank them, I'll definitely say that number 1 has to be Beck's Cafe. Therefore, the English breakfast for lunch as told to do by TikTok is in first place. Number 2, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm gonna put the chicken breast in number 2. Therefore, YouTube Shorts' suggestion is in second place. And that means that number 3 is a suggestion of Instagram Reels, which was our first one, and that is the fish and chips. So I guess with all of that being said, that means that if you're to let social media choose your meal, you should let TikTok choose it. I'll be honest, this is a whole load of gimmicks. Don't take it too deep. I guess the true takeaway from this video is, while social media does have some great culinary options, as seen by the video, everything that I picked was pretty decent. It should never have the final say in the decisions that you make for your life. It was still an amazing experience. I love this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All of the YouTubery stuff. My Instagram is _, and my TikTok is _. That's me signing out, guys. Thumbs up for good measure. I'll see you in the next one.